You can do just that. Coming up next Saturday in Poto, Oklahoma, it is the Get Ready Before the Emergency events put on by the LaFleur County Emergency Management Office. Bobby Parker is joining us from the office. Thanks for being here this morning. This is at Carl Albert. Why do something like this?
Well, every disaster we find out, the biggest issue is people have not done any preparation. Anything that you can do prior to an event, such as a flood or even a tornado, of course, makes you more resilient. That means you're able to come out the other side or survive better, if you would. And every little bit of preparation that an individual does actually takes more of the burden off of first responders and the first responder community, and the recovery is easier for them.
What's going to happen there? What will folks find when they show up next Saturday?
We have about 12.5 acres full of millions of dollars worth of equipment. We have equipment coming from as far away as Oklahoma City, from Ada, from Durant. The Fort Smith Fire Department is actually bringing part of their equipment down. It's the bomb squad and part of the hazmat unit. Tulsa Fire, their hazmat unit's coming, part of their hazmat team, and Oklahoma Army National Guard, 63rd CST, which was Civil Support Unit, which is a WMD, and Seaburn, which is Weapons Mass Destruction. They're a terrorist response unit and support for local. They're going to be there with all their toys. We have competitions for first responders for both fire and EMS. Those are going to be going on. Those are fun to watch, especially the firemen, because they end up spraying water at each other trying to distract the other team, stuff like that. We've got competitions for school-age students from first all the way through 12th that are going to go on.
Okay.
We have, like I said, trailers and response vehicles and assets. $5 million Command 1, which is our mobile command unit for the state of Oklahoma. It's going to be there, open for tours. So it's
as far as like seminars, so to speak, or information. If say I walk down there, I want to know how to get ready for a tornado or a flood. There's going to be booths set up for that kind of thing.
We have an information and health and safety fair, there's about 25 tables with information, but we also they'll have all kinds of information people can pick up and take home, and examples and pet kits. You know, don't forget your little pets.
Sure.
You know, in preparing for them, you have a few things set aside for them if you need to go to a protected shelter or something like that. We also have seminars that are going to be going there, 30-minute rotation seminars all day long. Most of the topics are going to be given twice. The topics will be on our Facebook page, hopefully today. In the schedule, we're trying to get all that knocked out today. And there's everything from making a personal preparedness kit to preparing for your animals. What if you want to volunteer during a disaster, what you can do, how you can be trained prior to the disaster so you're more effective as a volunteer. How to learn to do CPR in 10 minutes. There's a 10-minute CPR class.
Wow.
It's going to be given, I think, 3 or 4 times that day. So if you don't know CPR, it literally takes 10 minutes.
This is at Carl Albert State College, on the campus of Carl Albert State College in Kiamichi-Votech, 10 to 3 next Saturday. This is something that folks really need to take serious.
Yes, it is. And like I said, everything you do prior to a disaster and an emergency, because it's not if something's going to happen, it's when something happens, especially in this part of the country. Everything you do prior to the event helps you survive and get through. This is a one-of-a-kind event anywhere in Oklahoma and Arkansas. We've not been able to find anything at this
with the
level.
number of people coming in, it sounds like there's been a lot of organization involved with this.
We started working on this 11 months ago.
Wow.
And this is the 3rd year we've done it. It's the 1st year we've done it at any scale of size, of this size. We've had tremendous response from the emergency response community, on both sides of the border. This is not an Oklahoma event, even though a lot of the resources and assets, like I said, Fort Smith Fire will be there.
Sure.
We have fire departments from Sebastian County and Crawford County coming over to compete. We have fire department. I think we even have a fire department coming from Texas to compete. We were chatting about that last night at a meeting. There's a very regional event, because in a disaster, in an emergency, it's a regional response. Fort Smith metro area does not have the resources to handle a Moore. Moore didn't have the resources. The Oklahoma City metro area with 1.5 million people did not have the resources to handle that that size of a disaster.
Right.
Joplin, that's another example. We've had example after example. Tuscaloosa, just think about, just what's happened in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And that's why these events, we get together as a response community and learn and greet each other and get to know each other. The public gets to know what your taxpayer dollars have gone to
Right.
fund.
Right.
Because there's millions of dollars that literally be there.
All right, it is next Saturday, September 21st, 10 to 3 on the campus of Carl Albert State College in Kiamichi Votech from 10 to 3 as you see there. It is a free event. Take advantage of this. It's called Getting Ready Before the Emergency. LaFleur County Emergency Management Office spearheading this event. Bobby Parker joining us this morning. Thank you so much for this. Really encourage folks to come out and take advantage of this. Appreciate you being here.
Thanks, Daren.
All right, we will have more 5 News Sunday morning after this.